Self-portraits are a staple within the art and creative community, but they're more than just a pretty picture on a canvas or on a still frame. They are a window into the soul of the creator, a reflection of their identity, and a celebration of their unique perspective. As creatives, we're often encouraged to explore the world around us, but we rarely take the time to turn the lens inwards and explore ourselves. That's why self-portraits are so essential for creatives. They offer a chance to connect with our own identity, desires, and passions on a deeper level. So you've set up your camera, your lighting, and your backdrop, all with the sole purpose of capturing some self-portrait. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how I ended up capturing this image here after a fair amount of failure. But first, let's talk about self-portrait. Why are self-portraits important to creatives? Self-portraits gives us the opportunity to experiment, test, and play around with different lighting setup, patterns, shapes, colors, angles, expression. And for me, this is something I've been doing every single year since picking a camera up. I do this at least once or twice a year, and images capture, I usually try and capture that one standout image that I can use across all my social media channels and business profile. So it's important to make sure I get the look, the vibe, and the feeling of this correctly. But this also comes with its own challenges. And one of the biggest issues I had on this self-portrait session was realizing too late that the camera had misfired or misfocused about 80 to 90% of the images. But I've always said, and always had this one rule, all you need is one shot. So for me, I tried out different setups. Most of these were setups I've used in the past to create great images. But for some reason, these particular setups weren't working until we got to this setup here now. And this is where I felt everything kind of starting coming together. I was still a little bit frustrated with the setup with the camera, but I knew if I kept going, sooner or later, I will get to a point where I've got a solid image or two that I can use for my portfolio. Incidents and situations like this is what makes us better creatives, because a lot of what we do as photographers, as creative individuals, is problem solving. And sometimes it can get really frustrating when you know you're this close to capturing that one shot, that one moment that you desperately desire, but there is that little thing that is actually stopping you. But I think pushing through this little frustration is what ultimately brings the joy, the excitement, the elation, and the relief when you actually capture that one shot. With that in mind, I switched the lighting up a little and went for a more moody type of vibe. And that is where we capture this shot. So go out there, get creative, do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone. But more importantly, you would have learned something valuable that you can take into another creative project or even a client project. So go on, get creative, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace and love.